and they got 15 dudes around them, only maybe one of them might tell them like it really is, and then they not gonna even be around that nigga. So if it's my job, it's my duty to be like, look, bitch, you fucking up. Look, my nigga, you soft as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, your pussy got passed out. You can't bounce back from that. I'm gonna be like, bitch, you fucked up. You got too much mileage, and my nigga, you being weak. You being soft, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's time to get to zero. It's not, we can't walk, we too far behind, bro, because if we at -20 every day, we going back a yard. Even if we did get 15 steps ahead, we still -5. So I'm saying as men, bro, it's I'm stop saying shit, certain shit is acceptable. Stop telling women it's okay to be promiscuous. Stop telling them it's okay to be fat. Stop telling them to talk like us. Every female in rap right now got a glizzy too. And shoot with her eyes closed. Look, bitch, stop.
But that's
Just
the
be a
whole.
woman, bro.
That's the thing about the world, though, and that's what I wanted to tap in on what Bam was saying about how the ladies act because it's cultural, and it's very much enslaved. It's not enslaved in us. That's what I was gonna say, but it's from slavery. The culture of degrading the black man to where we can't protect, can't provide, can't do all these things. And women being promiscuous, having multiple partners and being able to come back to their partner and all that. Same thing with men. And I think that's a big part of the education that they took away from us in the 70s and the 80s and even in the 90s. A lot of the brothers, even if they weren't doing the quote unquote right things, they knew the history. They knew how they were conditioned. You always hear people say conditioned, like a
Well,
dog.
do you think they don't know, or do they use it as an excuse to just be lazy? I think people
I
use.
think they don't know. I think if you brought Sleazy World on here right now, let's just bring him because he's a popular guy. I think if you brought him on here right now and you asked him what is systemic racism, he wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, man, look, let me tell you, everybody educated till listen, so they got to be accountable about it. These
Yeah,
niggas know everything in the book till you put that shit in their face, then they can't read. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody that actually know, and then don't play with me and play stupid when I know you know, because now I really don't like you. So I just think it's just time to be upfront, direct. We fucking up as a unit. That's just what it is. It's time to get back to
Hey,
that
but
solidarity.
if you gonna go that far, you know what I'm saying? What do black men care about the most outside of money?
I say family.
having fun.
It's family and women. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
once you if you put yourself in a slave master's shoes and you see that the more effect that you have on the biggest slave is due to how you remove him from his family, you know what I'm saying? Then that's the that's the little code that they kind of move with. You know what I mean? So the thing about it is that our women may not feel like we care about them. You know what I'm saying? But we overly do. We care about them to where we'll stoop to a stupid ass level and do dumb shit like pay for OnlyFans and goofy ass shit like that. You know, go to strip clubs, throw money you need and all that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But if every man made a conscious decision for 1 year to just focus on himself, get his bread, don't go to no strip clubs, just kick it and hang around men, don't do nothing. Like if a woman called to get a tow, go call a woman to get a tow. You know what I'm saying? You need your tire fixed, call a woman to fix your tire. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, I
That's
like
gonna
that.
put you that'll put women in a position to be able to see where the value is. Women don't see where the value is. They think the value comes from a man that's just giving them stuff because he's a high earning man and all this social media shit really got us, you know what I'm saying, at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
it's
but let me
really up
tell
to
you,
us, man, to kind of make a sacrifice. If we not being sacrificial people, we haven't been a sacrificial people since they killed Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, Bam, let me give you the prime example. So I got this little question I ask a lot of the ladies when I get around them or we on the show or something. I say, you want $800 from a nigga that got 1,000, or you want $5,000 from a millionaire? And do you know that I would say 7 to 8 out of the groups of 10 that I asked that question to want the 5,000? The nigga that's gonna push his fuck his like this nigga saved up for that 1,000
yeah,
and give you 800 of it, they still choosing the millionaire. That's the type of women we dealing with.
A lot of women don't understand that. I'm gonna put myself out there, and a couple brothers on this pod. We got several. I probably all five of us are what you consider high earning men. 10 percentile wage earning men, and I think a lot of women don't understand that don't come. You just don't come out of the womb as that, right? You just don't come out as the man who make all the money, who got the car, who got the plan, right? It's
Right.
some learning to be done. And I
Right.
mean, especially for me. I mean, some of y'all on this pod have known me for years and know, man, I'm in the golden age of my life right now. And I think people don't. That's the thing. I hear Bam say it all the time, and it hits my ears wild because I have a wife, and to hear, just his disposition sometimes on women don't want that. Women don't want to have that type of bond, and I feel like they feel the same way about us. They feel like it's us, the same conversation we have, and they put it on the other foot in that way. It's like KeKe Palmer, y'all. Have y'all seen that thing with KeKe Palmer and Usher?
All week.
I'm gonna pull that up one time. But it's like that. That's the most. It's like, in my opinion, and I seen the meme. It was like we was just tripping on Uzi Vert talking to a girl and taking a picture of her, and homegirl threw her phone at him at work. Basically the man's at work. She going crazy on him. And then a week later, KeKe Palmer's spinning around you for Usher. I don't know. I didn't think that was cool. What you think, Irv? You think if KeKe Palmer is Irv the Phenom's wife, does she get to do a spinning turn for Usher Raymond in Vegas?
The spinning turn. Here's the thing. It's you jumped into marriage and a whole lot like
Well, no, he
the
was just a
cheeks.
boyfriend. He wasn't married.
Yeah. The whole cheeks out publicly is wild to me. Um, and personally, I couldn't see myself marrying a woman that literally exposes her ass cheeks in public like that. That's me. So, um, in that particular situation, uh, do I think that man was wrong for feeling how he felt? No. Do I think he could have been a bit more? I don't even like the word player, just a bit more tactful in how he addressed it with her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you dating somebody who goes out showing their ass, literally showing both their ass cheeks in public, so you get what you sign up for.
But that go back to what I was saying earlier. Like, I think he did it like he supposed to. He's just, hey, chill out. But that's bullshit. Because that's that coddling shit. Like, okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You did that, don't do
But
it
if you
again.
sign up for it, that's what I'm saying. If you sign up for it, bro, you
But
sign like the issue that came in was dude had recorded video of her like shaking her ass. He was co-signing. The issue is, bro, it was Usher, bro. Usher is a dubious nigga right now.
right.
He did it. He's singing to everybody's fine ass chocolate baby mamas and or wives, girlfriends. He did it with Issa Rae, and I personally felt a way about that. And I've been loving KeKe Palmer, so I personally felt a way about that one too. Usher has to be stopped. The nigga's out of control. The niggas out of control.
Cause
No,
And you think he didn't try it with Saweetie, because that's YG girl.
Cause you,
hey,
you you
hey,
know Usher gonna take your girl when he starts spelling his name and shit. The
man.
Boondocks though. Hey, did y'all remember that episode of the Boondocks that
Yeah.
had Usher? They was
Hell
right on.
yeah.
They already knew. They said you gonna let a sexy flexy nigga like Usher come out and take your girl.
But
Yeah,
on a serious note, though, it's just like you really have to consider the most important decision we're gonna make in our lives, in our adult lives, is who we choose to spend the rest of our lives with.
that's a
And
fact.
women that we pick, like we say, like we understand we're supposed to lead as men. A big part of that leading, bro, the primary thing we're leading is our own lives. So when we choose up and choose wrong, bruh, like there's like you just chose wrong, bro. She she walked out the house wearing that.
Facts.
Yeah, I got a different take on that. You know what I'm saying? Because uh I'm gonna try to paint a picture here, but when have we ever seen KeKe Palmer walking around with her ass out?
I'm glad you touched on that because she's
You know
having
what I'm
this
saying?
boost of mommy sexy energy now. That's true.
The thing about it is that a lot of women, and I spoke about this before. A lot of women deal with postpartum. You know what I'm saying? Postpartum is the shit is heavy. You know what I mean? And as men, we really don't even
Hear
know
me out, bro.
what we dealing with because she don't know what she dealing with. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying it like as an excuse, but I'm saying it because I understand it. You know what I mean? She's a woman that, you know, she's cool. She hasn't like been like on the top of the sexiest woman in the world her career. Or nothing, you know what I'm saying? She look good and shit, but you know, once a woman have a baby, bro, they want to feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? They want a certain type of energy to come to them. You know, so the time that we living in, majority of women are walking around like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that it's an excuse, but you know, it is what it is. And I just feel like shit, as a man, dog, if you're not having these type of conversations with your woman and y'all not being open and transparent about the shit, you don't really understand your person. You know them, but you don't understand them. You know what I'm saying? So if you understand your woman and she can, you know, she can vocalize that to you, then it could be some sense of comfortability there. But you know, the comfortability ain't there. You can tell he know her, but he don't understand her.
But
And
man,
the way he responded, I think, is a testament to what you're saying about knowing her but not understanding. To be honest with you, bro, it don't look like something where they was already on good terms anyway.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said, I don't feel he wrong at all for feeling a way about it. I just think that the way that he handled it, especially in 2023, where all whole behavior is celebrated and you shame for having any kind of moral compass, you know, I feel like he should have 100% checked it, but it's a way that you check it, and that's, you know. If that line of communication that you're speaking about was open, I think it probably would have been something where it was like, she probably wouldn't even made it to the, because here's the thing, bro. I ain't really ever had to check. I don't get into the insecurity about how my woman dresses. I tend to not date women that dress in any kind of way I wouldn't approve of. You see what I'm saying? But if I've had my women ask me like, how does this look? Is this too much? And you know, it's that line of communication that you're saying. If your line of communication is open, I don't think it gets to that point. So I feel like personally, they might have had something. They might have already been on the outs before this happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's up, Red Bill?
well, this what I'm gonna say. This is the behavior that when they get 35, 40, and they gonna be Vivica Fox sitting on the reel, sitting on the View, and then everybody want everybody to feel sorry for their goofy ass, and then they gonna be like, "Well, I was just living my life." Now this is where it's a train wreck. You got younger women emulating this. Now I'm not an advocate of telling women from 18 to 30 to have fun and do what you want to do. You got to get your life set. As a man, 18 to 30, 35, you can literally fuck it off and figure it out in a year and be back in the game. When you talking about somebody's life, a woman, 18 to 30, 18 to 30, now you starting to roll in the high risk pregnancy. 35, now you might have a baby with 9 toes, and then you still looking for the same nigga you was looking for back when you had your ass out in Cancun at 23. It's not gonna happen. It's almost like we selling dreams. Look, bitch, it's over. You got a baby, you got a nigga that taking you serious. You KeKe Palmer, you know what I'm saying? You got your name out there. And then when they get something and they lose it, they think lightning strike 5 times in a row. A lot of women don't meet 2, 3 good men in their life. And you fucking it up. A man that's gonna check his woman about what she got on, because that was one of them backpack outfits. I know he ain't let her walk out like that. She got dressed wherever she was at. Because y'all know y'all saying he don't know her like that. You ain't gotta know every woman in the world. You just know they all got an inkling of hoe. It's 2023. TikTok is here, baby. Fuck
I
that.
mean,
I'm
but
not
see,
telling.
that's the thing though. If you got the mindset where you understand how women are, why are you letting the type of shit affect you? You know what I'm saying? You know the possibility is there. You know what I mean? So if you know the possibility is there and it happens to you, why does it trigger you? You know what I mean? So that's the question within self that we gotta check as men, because if that type of shit is triggering to you, you know what I mean, then you're gonna have to find some type of woman that you don't have to go get you a Muslim that stay covered from head to toe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're gonna
And
have to
here's
be on
what's
that.
crazy though. I don't think it's that drastic.
What you think? Go ahead, Earth.
I don't think it's that drastic, but I feel what you're saying though, because I definitely had thought like, man, I'm about to go ahead and get this passport stamped up and go find me a traditional, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't that
Passport.
drastic. The same
Okay,
way.
so for me, right? So for me, I understand human beings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Forget all the male and female. I understand the human being, right? It's just like a dog. I could train a dog to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? I could train this dog to go outside and do all this shit in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? They go outside and use the bathroom. The one time they use the bathroom in the house, am I supposed to get rid of the dog? You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking dog, dog. It's gonna do dog shit. It's the same way I look at humans. Women are gonna do women shit. Men are gonna do men shit. You are a man. You know what men do. You know that it's probably a nigga that's close to you that'll probably try to holler at your baby mama after you quit talking to your baby mama. But the nigga
Right.
smile in your face all the time. You know what I'm saying? Women are
Right.
going to do, you know, women are sneaky. You know, women, a married woman, fuck with a nigga, have a side nigga, and go home to her husband and cook for the nigga and sleep in the same bed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know this shit, right? So for me, I had to not just understand humans, but understand myself. You know what I'm saying? If that type of shit triggered me to where whatever a person do moves me to where I want to fuck them up, or I feel like I gotta check them in an extent because I feel like they disrespecting me or they got the audacity or something, that's too much power. You know what I'm saying? I can't let nobody have that power over me. So I learned how to just be cool and accept people for exactly who they are. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna put up with a lot of shit. I'm just saying I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? So if that's how you move, then that's cool. I'm cool. That's just you. If I want to deal with it, that's my decision. If I don't, that's also my decision. You know, but I'm not about to let whatever it is that you do trigger me to where I feel like I gotta check you or talk crazy to you or yell at you or go upside your head or I gotta get at this nigga and all that other shit. Like, nah, I'm not doing none of that.
But
I think
bam.
I think we just gotta be careful to
Let me,
not conflate the nature of woman with hoe shit. That's what I'm saying. Because the reason
And
why
why not?
the reason why I say this is that's like conflating the nature of man with bum ass niggas that sleep on girls' couches. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of them niggas, but I damn sure ain't one of them. So I think that it's the cloth of the person. Period. If you're dealing with a certain tier, like when you
That's
use
facts.
a dog in your analogy. So when you deal with a certain breed of dog, it has a disposition to behave a certain way out the gate. So when you got a certain cloth of person, I think that you're going to have certain like if you got a busy hustler, you're not about to get a lot of time with them.
Yeah,
That's the type of
but at
thing
the
I
end of
think
the day,
applies to
but at
women.
the end
You
of
get
the
a certain
day,
type of woman, you're going to have certain issues with certain types of women.
yeah, but at the end of the day, every dog shit, every dog is a possibility that they can bite you. You know what I'm saying? Every dog still has a similarity to do the same thing, even though they don't do the same thing often. You know what I'm saying? The characteristics are still there. It's a dog. You know, that's the same thing for a woman. That's the same thing for a man. The possibility is always there.
That's true. That's true.
And regulate, man. I don't believe in just like you said. I mean, shit. We could just stay with the dog shit. You gotta do some training. You gotta like women are designed. I know y'all said since birth, women are designed to seek security and to seek because outside of cell phones, police, guns, weapons, they can't survive outside. If it was just animals and people, women would die without the protection. They
But the
just
thing,
they can't get down like that. And that's biological. We can't put you can't just say because we got modern day conveniences, we got microwaves, we got washing machines. They used to have to wash this shit by hand. You used to have to brush each tooth with whatever you had. But because the world has evolved, it doesn't take you out of your biological nature. Our biological nature is to be with somebody fine as a motherfucker. We not chasing fat women, and I don't care how much they push the agenda. Your mind will even tell you, like, bro,
red
you
pill.
want
You not chasing fat
I'm about to
women.
say I don't I don't
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
some chubby chasers out
It's
there.
some
well
that
that.
I say chubby. It's a boy. You better. But hold on,
keep
before we
keep
go too
No,
far,
keep
before we
getting
go
on the
too
big
far, hold
girls. I
on.
don't get
Let
it.
me segue. Welcome to the Love Live. It's Sunday night. This is a safe space. I'm blessed this evening to got the brothers. We got the fellas out. It's fellas night. Not too many times we do this. We have an all male panel this evening. Now we've had a couple controversial subjects that we're talking about, but as I mentioned, this is a safe space. If you want to tap into the conversation, you got something to say, give us a call at 816-398-8229. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And before we go back to the conversation, if you're just tapping in, what kind of started this conversation was us talking about KeKe Palmer and Usher. So if y'all didn't know, over the weekend, you know,
Ass was loud.
okay, we knew exactly what to do. Let's go back. Do you see how he went into his sexy shit? Like, oh yeah, this what you want. This what you. I done gave many of them this shit. Look how he looked when she grabbed him. Oh, no, you didn't.
He pushed that pelvic in too.
Yeah, that nigga was like, bitch, you gonna get what? That's what you doing? One more time.
Should we keep it going with the fact that KeKe Palmer wanted to dress like a hoe, showing her butt cheeks at Usher's concert in Las Vegas, and then her boyfriend Darius?
That boy, everybody reacted.
Should we?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. You can call me tender dick, whatever the shit is.
I just don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry.
I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Was it more to that?
No, that's it was more to it, but that was the worst of it. Before we go too far, we actually had a late panelist join, one of our normal people, Mr. Bad Luck.
Bad luck.
What's
My
up with it,
nigga.
brother?
What's up, fam?
Look at it. He in the lab today. I don't know what he do. He got the mic in the background. But
Okay, hold on.
it is.
Hey, Cope. Let me just say this to Irv and Bam. Y'all gotta understand the average nigga. I would call y'all above average. Irv got his shit cracking. Bam, a lot of women are attracted to you and love the way you think. You can't expect every man, every guy on this planet. Most niggas is just goofy, bro. Like the way you understand life, most men don't understand. They naive. They think these bitches is flowers and they weeds, bro. They be thinking, they be like, yeah, I got a good, nah, not her. And this is what's dangerous, because that's why niggas jump off the bridge. If niggas knew the same things that Irv and Bam was talking, how y'all was back and forth in it, most men wouldn't go crazy. They'd be like, shit, I already know, I know how these bitches is. But these niggas be like, no, I got one. She just popped a baby out, bro. Like after you do that,
I think that's a problem though, right there. That idea that it's like self-preservation, right? You find out fire is hot, and you do not fuck with fire no more because you found out it's hot. But
now you just don't get too close. It ain't that you gotta not fuck with it.
But you can't spend the rest of your life with an irrational fear of stoves and campfires and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the issue is the reason why a lot of turmoil I feel like we having with women is because niggas get hurt in the same situation you talking about, where it's like, oh my God, not her. She was the one. Those harsh realities, right? They happen. And now we take on a disposition where we talking like these bitches do this and these bitches do that, da 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 da. These women hear this. The ones that ain't bitches, the queens, they hear this. And they like, you don't even like women, nigga. So how you gonna tell me anything? They're not gonna go through the ups and downs of listening to any kind of critique we have or any kind of communication we be trying to have. We wonder why they so hard. Now, yes, you do have hard head ass women. That's how they are. But you also have the woman that's worthy of all the shit you have to offer as a good man, that she's getting turned off by you. Like, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying us having a disposition where it's like we so hurt and scared and shit. Earlier, I believe my guy in the blue shirt's name is Bam, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this brother said something earlier about if men with a year not dating. That shit, I thought she was going somewhere else with it, but that idea of us going a year not fucking with nothing but our purpose, that shit's everything, bro. Because in that moment, that's whenever we can sort out all that shit and be able to come back with a cool perspective and surround ourselves with cool women. You know what I'm saying? Like women that help you be like, all right, cool. I can see the shit I was choosing was just fucked up. You know what I mean? Because I truly don't believe, I think people's nature is fucked up. People's nature is evil. But I truly believe if I exist, there's also a a woman that exists that carries the same principles and standards and holds herself to the same standard as I do.
Well, Herb, this is what you said. You said queens. I want you to name 3 right now.
3 queens?
Yeah, because the queens got kings. So we talk about 3 single queens.
I fuck with a couple of them.
They single and they queens.
Don't. Why you gotta blow his spot up now? You know, it really
Cause
gonna be.
you know what? No. Nah, Herb, my
Like,
nigga don't.
in my mind, I was about. I'm a married man, and I was sitting thinking like I thought about 3, and I was like, I wouldn't even say their names. That's just crazy. You a crazy
3
man.
3 is a long number for queens. Ain't no
So let
queens
me
out
ask you
here.
this,
Where
Red
they at?
Pill. Red Pill. Out of all the women on your
and fucking them up.
You said what?
I said I ain't gonna drop their
Coach.
names and have niggas slide in inbox and corrupt them and fuck them up, and make them jaded,
Oh,
have them crazy and shit.
I get
It's
you.
rare.
I do
It's
get you
rare.
on that. It's very, but that's what I'm saying. Queens is not a dime a dozen, bro. Like it's very rare to find a good woman, bro. It is.
That's
dog.
why the work.
Let me ask you this, Red Pill.
The work can come to understanding how. All right, think about this. If you a rare dude, if you know people not cut from your cloth, dude. Like me personally, I don't cheat. I have no reason to cheat because if I'm dating you, I'm trying to build something with you. So I'm gonna be completely honest. If I'm dating, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I got about 3, 4 other girls. We gonna keep everything up front. A lot of dudes don't do that. I don't need anything from any woman. I don't need to sleep on your couch. I don't need you to give me no money. I don't need nothing. I don't need you for emotional stability. I talk to my therapist for that. I don't need you for anything. I want you, but I know that's rare. So I know how rare I am.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm not gonna tolerate when it comes from a woman with hella baggage. She ain't sorted her shit out from the last dudes that did her however, whatever. So I also know that as rare as it is, it's a big undertaking. It's a big task. It's a big choice for me to be like, yo, this is gonna be my woman forever. In the past, of course, bro, we all done fell in love with a hoe before. We underestimated how ugly it is outside. It's disgusting out there.
Man,
but once you know,
speak for yourself.
You just got to put on yourself to do better.
No, but okay, hold on, Cope. What'd you say? I wanted to hear your question.
No, I got a real question for you though. So, out of the women that surround you though, because like you're not some dude to just be with the fellas, but like, do you know any quality women? Like in reality, like do you know any women that you could say like, man, be like her? Like, who is your model for women? Like some kind of way for you to get this strong opinion. It's some kind of model or something, right?
And we all got mamas, bro. Like that's the thing. Like is everybody mama ain't shit?
But
like
everybody don't got mamas.
But see, if my mama ain't shit, I ain't about to call her no queen because she my mama.
That's true.
I'm not doing it, bro. That's the coddling shit. If my daughter grows up, she's a whore and she has an OnlyFans. You stay over there, you little bitch. I didn't raise you like that. Who are you? I don't see that. That's the thing I grew into. I'm not with the just because you call yourself a queen, nigga. What's the accolades, bitch?
Wait a minute. I want to ask Red Pill questions because you said I know I'm just tapping in and chiming in and shit like that. Came in late and all this shit. You feel me? I'm in this bitch though. But so do you feel like a woman is a hoe because she got an OnlyFans?
She might not be, but she might as well be.
How's she not a hoe for having OnlyFans?
Well, that's why I said she can do like feet pictures, or she can do like cooking naked or whatever. It's hoe shit. I was trying to make it right. Irv, you right. I'm wrong. That's hoe shit.
Okay, so I'm just trying to understand your train of thought with it. So at the same time, so like if a woman is a stripper, that's another profession kind of in that lane. If a woman's a stripper, she's automatically a hoe too. I'm just trying to understand if that's how you
yeah, it's just not something to gamble on. I would err on the side of caution and say yes, it's a hoe, and don't even try to put your energy into it, because guess what? You're gonna fail.
I mean, what if she doing it, just to take care of her children? She ain't.
Well, unfortunately, pick something else.
That boy been in the club. She said, "I'm just taking care of my."
Nah,
I want to hear
right
that
there.
shit.
He's listening now, boy. Don't be listening
I
to that
want to
shit.
hear.
Nah, I'm just saying because it's hard out here for females, man, and they
Whoa.
primarily the ones. If a relationship don't work out, they usually get the kids. You know what I'm saying? The daycare over $1,000 a kid. How you gonna take care of 3, 4, 5 kids by yourself, working at McDonald's or whatever it might be?
But that's their choice. They shouldn't have fucked everybody and then had to resort to selling their body to get bread. That's all. It's all a decision they made. If a man fucks his life up, he has to go figure it
You ain't
out.
got to
A
get into
I
woman,
the
we
mean,
can't
but
financial.
just.
what's the difference
She
between
she made the
what's the difference
decision
between a
with
woman having
somebody
like
else.
OnlyFans or a woman working at Hooters with an everyday job, but she dressing skimpy, or
It's both.
Twin Peaks or some shit like that? Like, I'm just saying. I mean, just in my opinion, sex sells. Everybody knows that, and that's directly not selling sex. I mean, you feel me? They not meeting these niggas or nothing. Like, these niggas are spending money on online pictures and videos and shit. Like, to me, I respect the digital pimping because they physically don't have to do what women in the 70s, 80s, 90s had to do. Like, they physically had to get the money from these niggas, talk them out their money or whatever. But nowadays, like, they don't even never have to see these niggas and they racking up. So I respect the hustle. You feel me?
You a marry your OnlyFans girl?
Nope.
You asking me, Irv?
Would anybody on this panel marry
Nope.
fans girl?
Nope.
I don't believe in marriage, but I'll be with whatever I like. I don't care what the fuck she got.
Bam, you
Fine.
say some shit that blows my motherfucking mind sometimes. I'll be like, bro, Bam, if you was a real pimp, I would be like, man, they probably be jumping on my nigga. Cause you got the stature of a gargoyle, but you such a nice person, bro. You need to start back.
I just get it. I understand because like shit, 80s and 70s babies, those women were able to see men taking care of homes. You know what I'm saying? Anything after that, these women don't have a consistency of watching men take care and provide for women. They're watching a woman, they mama, go out there, hustle, and get it the best way she know how. And you
So let
living
me
in
ask you this. So Bam, what you just said, I'm gonna just take your example. They're watching their mothers fail and then they emulate it or make it an excuse to why they can just go out and fail. It doesn't
no,
work.
they're not making it an excuse, bro. It's just they developing the hustle and nature about what they getting from their mama, what they seeing their mama do. You know what I'm saying? So if they make a bad decision that puts them in a place where now they got to bite down and do whatever it is they got to do, they develop that mentality along with the societies, along with the society basically moving in that direction where it's no men out here really taking care of these women. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
they going out here, they trying to figure it out just like we trying to figure it out as men. But you got a lot of men, yeah, they on their shit. You know, you got a lot of men that may roommate, but you also have a wide variety of men that go from woman to woman and live with woman to woman and they ain't never had their own shit. You know what
okay,
I'm saying? So,
I
Facts.
I get you on that, but what I'm telling you is the woman is like the recipe that she got burns up every time. But then if you counsel her to something that, hey, watch this. This is how this works. Hey, go look at my homie Copeland, him and his wife. Hey, how did they work? How did y'all make it 18 years? You know what I'm saying? Most of the
yeah, but
men
the
that's
thing
around
is,
me on a weekly basis, they are men that are in long-term relationships, got all kids by the same woman, all of that. And I duplicate that recipe in my message, and that's what I be telling them. But a
but the
woman will
thing,
watch these Cardi B's and this KeKe Palmer look, all these skanks fucking fail. Kim
because
Kardashian got more
the
money
thing
than she
about it
can
is
worry
this, bro.
about. And go
The
ahead.
thing about it is this, you know what I'm saying? What Copeland got, what my little brother got, what a couple other brothers I know that are married, have been married for years got, that's their system. That's their life. That don't have nothing to do with us. We are completely different from them. So the energy
But
that we're gonna get from a person is not gonna be the same that they're getting from their person.
but
You know what I'm
Bam,
saying? Like
Bam,
they ran into that.
you contradicting yourself because you saying the girls is watching they single mothers and emulating that. Then how come they can't emulate something that is successful? Why
Hear me
can't
out.
they mimic that?
Let me
Feel
butt
like
in
in
one
this
second though.
conversation, we're not
It's
leaving no
not
space.
consistent. It's not
We're
in
not
a
leaving
household.
space for women that
It's not consistent. It's not in a household. You talking about something that's out of the household. when I mentor these little boys,
Froze.
when I'm talking to these boys, I gotta stay on them consistently because if I don't, they around too much other bullshit, too much influential bullshit and peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? I can bring them into my home. I can take them out of town. I can do all that shit. A nigga can have a football team and do everything in the world for these little boys, man. But when they get outside and they hanging around their partners longer than they hanging around you, that peer pressure is gonna be something completely different. Yes, they know a different direction that they can go in. This just feels comfortable for them.
You know, I'm gonna say this for all the married men, and I want Ralph to, or excuse me, Bree Love to chime in on this too. The biggest thing about being married is just one thing, and I what Bam said is 100% right. It's your system, but one thing I think that single men, whether you know it or not, or whether that's the reason you ain't got married, it's also about you gotta let everything go. It's kind of, you know what I mean, you gotta be willing to share your everything, and that's really the biggest. So even like your embarrassments, your wins, your losses, your truths, your lies. Most of the time we do that anyway in a relationship, but that title, so to speak, or the system of what's going on. Like for me being married, it's for everybody else. When you get married, it's for everybody else to know. You wear the ring, everybody knows you got that person, and that's really the biggest thing about it. So with that red pill being said, if some chicks that is OnlyFans girls or strippers or got checker pass is married, bro. A lot of them, and a lot of them that try to be goody two shoe and be the prude that you want that girl to be. A lot of them is the quote unquote whores. Them is the ones that you meet when you meet the ones that just act like they do nothing. They be the ones that do every single thing, and that be the ones that got the game. So I don't know, man. It ain't no.
I mean, it's always a toss up, but you do got to use your regular common sense, intuition. You got to pay attention. If the ass is out day one, it's coming. It's coming. You met me like this. I don't give a fuck. She had a baby. If she get married to you, she gonna be like, you met me like it's coming. If she put her finger in your ass, it's coming back.
If you meet four, what nigga?
No, I said if a girl put her finger in your ass, it's coming back.
No, that's how women out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house.
If you slip up and she put that magic on you and you don't love me, all this. Sometimes a nigga slip up and do some stupid shit that he don't want to do. But what you got to understand is it's always gonna come back.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Red Pill. One thing about it is this. One thing I know about the club is the worst place to meet a woman because you get to see what she thinks society is the best mannequin for what niggas like. And oftentimes you might catch a chick that got on that dress at the club and that's the only time she ever gonna wear it. And that's it right there in that setting because that's what everybody else is doing. It's
I can't agree with that either.
Well, you think the club is the true representative of who you getting, who you meeting, who you seeing?
I would.
Copeland always say that. Copeland act like, so you saying ain't no good women ever at the club? Like she could be a chick that don't even go to the club there with her homegirls on some bullshit.
She ain't the club. Bam does a lot of security at the club, so I'll take his opinion too, because I know he been to the club as much as me.
There's some good women that go to the club, bro.